The seamen scramble around the rigging, and the sailors haul the provisions aboard. The sails of the ramshackle rust buckets, with their cargoes of children, had not long disappeared over the horizon. Lord Northborough harboured a terrible suspicion. He drove everyone into action, exhorting them to move with the utmost haste, until finally a small fleet was able to set off in pursuit. An adventure began, the outcome of which no one could ever have imagined at the time.
Look! The ships are carrying children. What's this? More ships are approaching from the starboard side. Are those corsairs?
We are drawing close to our target, men! These ships are ours! Prepare to board!
This ship of yours appears to be damaged. We have no chance while this storm is raging. One of my islands must be quite near here. We might make it there. The storm has subsided at last. I cannot stop thinking about those poor children. We must do our utmost to find them. Let's start here in the monastery. There is a monastery on the island. Perhaps the friars could help us in our search. We don't have many tools left, but I've discovered an iron deposit on the island. Let us set up our own tool production plant for all eventualities.
A road! God bless you. I did actually see a ship full of children, to the northeast of here. Heavens above, I hope they didn't run aground on these rocks.
You heard, Brother Hilarious. We must hurry. It doesn't bear thinking about if that rust bucket really has run aground on the reefs.
When these children went missing, I said to myself, Hilarious, there's something very fishy here. So I followed you and promptly ran into this dreadful storm. With great difficulty, I managed to make it to my brother's monastery. And then the rain even washed the road away.
There! Up ahead, by the reef. Castaways! Good heavens! The children can hardly keep their heads above water. Our ships are in a very sorry state after that heavy storm. Would you be so good and make sure they can be repaired? Poor little things. They're soaking wet and shivering from the cold. That was close.
The poor little ones are shivering with cold. Bring them to me quickly. A few blankets and a mug of hot wine will soon warm the children up.
We're stuck at the border of the Orient. Perhaps the Sultan's Grand Vizier will help us. I've brought a gift. Please pick it up at my ship.
I'm in charge here. And the way I see it, what goes on in my mind concerns no one but the Sultan and the Grand Vizier. I see the goods on board your ship. Do we have a deal?
I do not care if the storm blew you here, or if you are part of the Occidental fleet that recently passed through these waters. You have entered the Honorable Sultan's realm without permission. I am sorry, but there will be no trading between us until I am sure you can be trusted.
I've named one of my children after you.
Your people are longing for company.
Can I entrust you with the gift? As far as I know, the Grand Vizier is staying further south of this region. Let's hope that my present will appease him, and he will help us.
God, these poor children! Their tattered clothes are hanging from their skinny bodies. I can't bear to see it. Would you be so kind as to donate a few linen garments?
I have seen so many unfamiliar faces lately. And you said you had something for me.
Please donate us some
The
clothes.
people are starting to talk about you. And I'm starting to trust you.
Please donate us some clothing. Otherwise the children will catch their deaths within these drafty monastery walls.
One more sip for the road? Then we must be off.
Please donate us some clothing. Otherwise the children will catch their deaths within these drafty monastery walls.
Let the trading begin. Your true character is revealed by your actions. One of my ships was badly damaged when it ventured out into the storm to rescue some of those children you've been looking for. It is... Your true character is revealed by your actions. One of my ships was badly damaged when it ventured out into the storm to rescue some of those children you've been looking for. It is in urgent need of help.
Please donate us some clothing. Otherwise the children will catch their deaths within these drafty monastery walls.
Very well. I'll set off immediately.
Nothing can stop your settlement from growing. Production has been disrupted.
The toolmakers have started work. That'll make things easier.
Please donate us some clothing. Otherwise the children will catch their deaths within these drafty monastery walls.
If we want to win over the Grand Vizier, we'd better help him repair his ship. Look at my ship. Your repair crane has done a splendid job. You too should bring your ship in for some repairs.
Please donate us some clothing. Otherwise the children will catch their deaths within these drafty monastery walls. Please donate us some clothing. Otherwise, the children will catch their deaths within these drafty monastery walls.
I'll just load the goods onto the donkeys, then I'll set off.
I've made some investigations into this mysterious illness afflicting our sovereign, and have discovered something truly monstrous. There is a plot afoot. There's still no concrete proof, but one thing is certain. The Emperor is to be overthrown.
The connection to a neutral building has been broken. One of your plants has stopped producing goods.
Oh, what Please donate us some clothing. Otherwise the children will catch their deaths within these drafty monastery walls. Oh, what beautifully woven material. Are these the clothes for the children by any chance? Ah, you truly have a great heart. God bless you.
Have you come with goods to help with my ship? You have shown yourself to be honorable. By Allah, I believe those children will be safe in your hands. Take this ship as a token of my generosity. Perhaps you should ask Karim about the children. He owns the caravanserai here in the west, and sees and hears a great deal about what goes on here.
The Grand Vizier seems to have a good heart. But now, bring these children to me. Don't worry. I will take these children in and attend to their physical and spiritual well-being.
Ah,
You...
land ahoy!
Pardon me. I don't want to be impolite, but I have only just recently upgraded this caravanserai. There is still so much to do. I have no time for idle chatter.
A good deal.
One of your plants has stopped producing goods. There is a lack of company in your settlement.
We couldn't be happier here in your town.
Production has been disrupted. Production has been disrupted.
Very commendable.
Production has been disrupted.
Are you interested? Lovely.
Production has been disrupted.
One more sip for the road, then we must be off. Yes.
Game saved.
The Grand Vizier has sent you? Well, I am a trader. Make sure that some nomads settle down here to boost my business. Some houses, a bazaar, that would stimulate my business. The desert is inhospitable. You must build a noria if you want to grow anything here.
This is my last offer. 100 gold coins. And this present.
You have
My rudeness earlier on. Some of the children you are looking for are stranded here. I have looked after them well, but now they should go with you.
Now that everything is green and the nomads are adequately supplied, we should take the opportunity to build a spice farm, don't you think?
The Orientals seem to have treated the children well, but they will surely feel better in familiar surroundings.
One of your plants has stopped producing goods.
The Saracens developed norias to enable them to survive in the desert. Look, the land is already becoming fertile. Getting the nomads to settle here is one thing. Shukran! I thank you! Now that they are well fed and happy, the people will surely want to buy some more goods from me.
The first thing is to give the children a decent meal. The first thing is to give the children a decent meal. A diet of dates. That can't be good. Good. Quite.
You are not like those other foreigners who have recently been causing havoc in the Sultan's empire. I have therefore decided to help you. Take this letter. Hassan ben Said and his corsairs turned up here recently. I expect they're involved in this kidnapping business. At any rate, one of their ships is anchored out of sight in a bay. There's still time.
A letter from the Grand Vizier? Hand it over then. The Grand Vizier commands me to provide you with all the assistance you need. You? Foreigners from the Occident? By Allah! I'll follow the Grand Vizier's orders. However, I will require a suitable recompense. Only then will I release the children.
I don't often receive visitors from the Occident. Let the trading begin. I have some. Yes. Pardon the misunderstanding. Splendid.
I see the goods on board your ship. Come on, I've got things to do.
Just take a look at the spice farm, will you? Something there doesn't seem quite right. Marvelous. These spices will add a certain something to our oh-so-bland food. Let's expand this hamlet, as that will increase our chances of finding the children. Ah, splendid. A certain level of civilization will definitely be an advantage while we're searching for the children.
Production has been disrupted.
Here are the children, but what about my compensation?
One of your plants has stopped producing goods.
Yalla, yalla! The caravan is on its way.
Then take them, by Allah, and this present too. The main thing is that I don't get into any more trouble with the Grand Vizier because of you.
My God, the children look so exhausted. Whatever happened to the poor souls?
Ah, have you brought a token of your friendship?
New buildings are ready.
Consider these building plans a gift from our population. By Allah, Hassan ben Said must release these children. I will make ships available to you. That will help make the Corsairs more amenable.
One of your plants has stopped producing goods.
Good. Let's... Good.
Your settlement has grown.
Let me know when the time is right.
These children had to toil in a mine? Scandalous! I shall personally make sure that they recuperate fully. Don't forget that you can also count on the Oriental warships.
I don't often receive visitors from the Occident.
The first patricians have settled down in your city.
How lovely!
Well, who would have guessed there would be so many hungry mouths to feed here? There isn't much left to eat here. I don't suppose you would have a little bread?
The first patricians have settled down here. I'm convinced that things will now be much easier for us.
Don't forget that you can also count on the Oriental warships. I don't often receive visitors from the Occident.
Surely you can spare a few crusts of bread?
One of your...
I'll just load the goods onto the donkeys, then I'll set off. I'll just load the goods onto the donkeys, then I'll set off.
You have a wider range of buildings available to you.
Good. It's a deal.
One of your plants has stopped producing goods. Production has been disrupted.
Have you come about the ship? With Allah's blessing, you will defeat Hassan ben Said. I don't often receive visitors from the Occident. I have some
Shipbuilding completed.
astounding. Let me know when the time is right.
Game saved.
Surely you can spare a few crusts of bread? Just a little something for the journey, and we'll get going. Delightful.
Production has been disrupted.
Ah. What's that wonderful smell? Could it be fresh bread? Oh, fresh, crusty bread. My mouth is watering at the very thought. These children are totally emaciated. Could you spare a little milk? That would do the little ones good.
Good. Very good.
Is the goat's milk for the children? What a kind heart you have. A nice fresh drink will do the children good.
Very well. I'll set off immediately. Very well. I'll set off immediately.
Your water supplies are running out. One of your plants has stopped producing goods.
You are looking for children? Well, we are all looking for something, aren't we, eh? For example, I am looking to pick a fight with you. So just clear off. Don't come snooping around here, unless you want to suffer further misfortune.
Thank heavens. Now we have a much better chance in the fight against the Corsairs.
Production has been disrupted. Production has been disrupted. You have stumbled across another player.
A fair trade.
If you snoop around here again, you can start looking for a nice place for your watery grave.
I don't often receive visitors from the Occident. Let the trading Splendid. Are you interested? Delightful. Splendid. Pardon the misunderstanding.
So that's where the Corsair ship is hiding. We better take a closer look.
You shouldn't poke your nose too deeply into other people's affairs. It might just be that you will go missing next. Just like those children.
I was afraid it wouldn't be that easy. We must devise a plan to free the children.
Hassan Ben Said conducts many shady business transactions, but trafficking in innocent children. I can't just stand by and do nothing any longer. Bring me weapons, and I'll give you a boarding crew.
One of your plants has stopped producing goods.
Ah, have you brought weapons I can use to equip the boarding crew? Good. I pray to Allah that you will be successful in freeing the children.
We should set off immediately and rescue the children on board the Corsair ship.
One of your ships is being attacked by Corsairs.
Good Lord, we did it! Now let's hurry up and get these children away from here, before Hassan ben Sahid himself turns up here.
Those dreadful Corsairs. Just look how frightened the children are. I want to make them forget this horror.
I had an arrangement with that Forcas fellow, and now you're attacking my ships! This means war!
I don't often receive visitors from the Occident.
The Corsair ships are well armed and their captains are fearless. We should expand our fleet if we really want to engage them in a naval battle.
Those poor children. But their souls will heal when they hear the soothing words of our Lord.
I've been had! Your compatriots gave me those children as booty. So much for the Occidental word of honor. But I will not let you do me out of the children that are on my island.
Production has been disrupted.
That devil, Hassan ben Sahid, is still holding some of the children prisoner. Let's destroy his ships. That'll make him think twice about refusing to hand them over.
May Allah punish me for treating a friend of the Grand Vizier in such a hostile manner. I want to expunge my dishonor. This powder keg is yours in exchange for a few goods. I see the goods on board your ship. Do we have a deal? A deal's a deal. Here's your powder keg.
Game saved.
Astounding! One more sip for the road, then we must be off.
Ship ready.
Ah, you... It seems I may have been... Ah, it seems I may... Are you interested? It seems I may have been rather hasty. Good. Let's... Good. Very good. There's still time.
Your water supplies are running out.
Just look at these magnificent warships.
Your water supplies are running out. Congratulations.
Excellent.
Hold your tongue.
One of your...
Well done. You put up a really good fight against the Corsairs.
You're playing a dangerous game.
You did it! You've sunk Hassan ben Said's fleet. He can't pose a threat to us anymore.
Have you finally come to pick up the brats? Upon my Corsair honor, I was promised the ships carrying those children as booty. But my business partner has already been sent for. He'll come and sort the matter out in person.
And those appalling corsairs never laid a hand on these innocent children? Bring them to me, so that I can see for myself.
Thank God. All the children have been rescued, thanks to your extraordinary dedication. I am most impressed. Lucius and Phorcas must be stopped. I don't like to bother the Emperor in his sickbed, but he needs to know how this crusade is being used as an excuse for this outrage. We must set off for the east immediately and stop Phorcas.
Nothing doing, Northborough. Your constant interference in his plans has been a thorn in Cardinal Lucius's side for long enough. I will ensure that you won't ever get in our way again. You're under arrest. And as for you, I'm not sure if I should pardon your naivety in following this traitor Northborough. You are released from your duties to the Crusade. Cardinal Lucius will decide your punishment.
Enough, Phorcas. You have what you want. I shall not resist. I hope you enjoy Lucius's approval for your heroic deed. And you, don't worry about me. Only you can still turn the tide. Find the Emperor. Stop this war.